as we will be discussing programs in computational engineering, civil engineering. So here are our guests. We have more people today, luckily. They will also arrange how they interact with you. So all of them will be presented separately as I give the mic to them in a minute. Before that, I want to remind you who is behind today's session. This is my German University, a database where you can find programs that are offered in Germany. This could be not only fully in English, but also English and German, also fully German. Right now, we concentrate on the English taught study programs. Their count is more than 3,800, but there are also programs that have English and German part, or English and some other languages. So you can find all of them in the study finder. The one that you see on the screen right now is a demo version, and I will explain why the study finder is actually useful. You can also check out our articles. For example, in case today there are questions about APS or visa or scholarship, we may take some, but usually I will also redirect you to our articles, because these articles are personalized, so to say, to country. And we believe they are very informative, especially because they are written from international perspective. So me, including myself, I was an international student in Germany, and we always try to address this point that could be also relevant for you in the process of application and then relocating to Germany. The articles are even translated to different languages, so if you feel more comfortable reading them in your native one, feel free to also check that out, and it also will be suggested by our page itself. And of course, we have webinars. We have webinars of two big groups. You are attending a subject webinar where luckily we have guest speakers from the German universities, and we are always very thankful for their time and contribution. At the same time, we also have general webinars where we cover broader topics that could be relevant for many of you, such as, for example, visa, scholarships, and UniAssist. And there we have a presentation when we present a topic, or in case of UniAssist, for example, live showcase how you need to register and select programs in UniAssist. And then we also have a live Q&A of 30 minutes, around 30 minutes, to take your questions already related to the topic. This is our team. We are based in Hamburg, and we are counseling in different languages. Now, as I showed you, for the bigger picture, when you click on Study Finder, is like this. You have a study finder, then you have options to filter for programs. Why do you need it? Because if you go and select degree programs in computational engineering and civil engineering, selecting two of them, you have more than 630 options available. And of course, you will narrow down according to bachelor and master, but there are still a lot of programs. Therefore, maybe you already have some requirements in mind that you want to adjust, and this way save time and find most suitable program. For example, you are not ready to start with German language right away, so therefore you can select for English only programs. But there is also an option of English only, but with German courses, or some German from the second semester, etc., etc. All of that can be adjusted. In case you are searching for programs that require or not require work experience, you can also filter according to this. You can also filter according the university type, application deadline, finances, and many more. Therefore, you narrow down your search to a realistic number, and then you browse through them. Of course, you can select multiple programs. We could advise you to make them favorite so that you can already always access them and see them in the first place, and not miss, for example, application deadline or so on. Then in case you are a newcomer and you just don't know how it's studying civil engineering or computational engineering in Germany, you can check out info pages or subject pages where we provide description of the subject, and we provide some really interesting also interactive graphs where you can see what's the usual language requirement for this field, application, admission, and of course the list of universities and programs themselves that are offered in this subject. We always advise you to carefully check each program profile separately, because at the end of the day, it's up to a program, and it's not be only cities or rankings or names that should guide you in deciding which university to select, because all programs have different content, different strong phases, and that's where you want to make a very a knowledge decision. Briefly about the university landscape in Germany. We frequently see a question: what's the difference between university, why there are universities of applied sciences, is the diploma of one better than the other? So just to cancel all your doubts, I want to say all the universities are very well recognized in Germany. The only difference is that usually programs that are offered by universities are more research or theory oriented, while universities of applied science have more application or practice oriented programs. However, there could be, again, referring to my previous slide, exceptions on both sides. Therefore, the content of the program is the crucial thing, and you need to check that always carefully. Another addition or advice would be to select, or when you start searching for programs, we advise you to start search by subject, not by program name, so that first you see all the available options, and then you can, of course, narrow down your search. All right, now the most interesting part starts, because we have Dr. 𝘱𝘢𝘕𝘍𝘍, who will be talking about advanced computational and civil engineering structural studies from Technische Universität Dresden. For all programs, you will see a map and short outlook for the program. However, I will not stop here, because Dr. 𝘱𝘍𝘍 has a whole presentation regarding this, and much more details will be shared. Also, he has a colleague, Professor Dr. 𝘱𝘢𝘕𝘍𝘍𝘍, who here. And yeah, thank you very much, and welcome to today's session.
Thank you for the introduction. Do you see now my full screen?
Hi, it was shared, but not any longer.
Not any longer?
It was full screen, but then it stopped. We don't see anything yet.
Okay, let me try again.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now?
Yes, perfect.
Okay, so hello everybody. Today afternoon I will introduce our master program called Advanced Computational and Civil Engineering Structural Studies. In short, we name our master course as ACCESS. So the master program ACCESS is offered as an international master study by Dresden University of Technology. So as the name of the university signifies, we are in Dresden. Dresden is located in eastern Germany. We have nearby, for example, Berlin, 2 hours away, and also another capital, Prague. It's even less than 2 hours, 1.5 hours, and we are almost on the border of Czech Republic. And Dresden is at the same time capital of the state Saxony, and with 600,000 inhabitants, Dresden is the 12th biggest city in Germany, and one of the most visited locations because of its cultural heritage and social activities during the year. So our university was founded 1828, and since then the Dresden University is one of the most popular locations for higher education and research. Since 2012, we have the title Excellence, which indicates the quality of the study programs, and at the same time, the quality of academic works performed in the university. We have approximately 30,000 enrolled students, and out of 30,000, around 17% are the international students which come from different countries all over the world. And we have 50 English taught study programs and different directions like engineering, natural and social sciences, management, medicine, and mathematics. So, and these are some other pictures from our university. So, we are from the Faculty of Civil Engineering, and in Civil Engineering faculty we have 11 institutes, and we are from a Structural Analysis Institute, and the head of the institute is Professor 𝘗𝘕𝘕. Out of these 11 institutes, only 2 of the institutes are not contributing to the master program access, and the rest are extensively contributing or offering lectures, and also there are possibilities to have master thesis in these institutes. And the institutes which are not involved are the construction management and hydraulic engineering and technical hydromechanics. So one application area of our study program is the structural analysis. For example, there is this building, water office building in Hamburg. Here we see on the upper right side how we discretize or model the whole structure with its foundation. So we discretize the whole structure and model this in finite elements. We also consider the loading conditions that have to be carried out by the structure, and we can analyze the whole building with the finite element modeling methodology. And another application area here we see the composite bridge. We have the concrete surface on which the cars, trucks are moving, and this concrete surface is carried by a steel structure. So with the knowledge that we are gaining in the master program, we are able to discretize the whole structure and make a virtual analysis and investigate the behavior between the loading conditions and the deformation of the composite bridge. So another application area of the course is the car crash simulations. So we can basically model the whole car, so everything in the car, inside the seats, airbags, and outside tires, and we can simulate what happens in case of a crash. And as you know, the automobile industry are extensively using such simulations. And this is the last example that I want to show you where we can apply our knowledge. So this is a little bit unusual maybe to you. So what we can do with the knowledge with finite element modeling is we can even model the heart. So namely, so the heart is also consists of material, so biological tissue. So we can take this biological tissue and we can put in a computer with material modeling, and we can generate the heart geometry and run simulations in order to mimic the reality. So our purpose with such simulations is to understand how the heart works and develop personalized treatment techniques and improve the quality of the treatments that are applied to patients. So, the motivation of our program is to qualify students with numerical simulation techniques, and so that they are able to solve demanding engineering tasks. and the duration of the master program is 4 semesters, and the focus of the curriculum is the state of the art in computational mechanics, and we provide insight into current numerical structural analysis and research in that direction. We of course, we also include the latest development in civil engineering design and advanced material and construction methods. In the curriculum, we have a wide range of individual choice of subjects, so that students can select different lectures according to their interests. And some further highlights. The master program access was initiated in 2010, and we receive yearly around 400 applications, and around 50 enrollments take place yearly. And the students usually come from Eastern Europe, Latin America, Middle East, China, Asia, and Africa. Our university also offers a free German language courses, so that the students can learn, in meantime, can learn German language and adapt to the social life in Germany. After graduating from the master program access, there's a wide range of job opportunities in academia and in industry. For example, we have a lot of colleagues in our institute who graduated from access, and right after the graduation, they started as a PhD. They started working as a PhD student in our institute, and of course, there is also possibility directly go to the industry and work there. Of course, in Germany, there are various possibilities. And if you look at the curriculum, so as I mentioned, the master program takes 4 semesters, and in total we have 120 credits that need to be fulfilled. And each semester consists of about 30 credits. So in the first semester, we have mandatory lectures which focus on building materials, continuum mechanics, and tensor calculus. And furthermore, we provide lectures for finite element method and energy methods. And we are also specialized in, we also go into the numerical methods which are necessary for finite element modeling techniques. And furthermore, we have a mentoring program in order to improve the study and methodological skills of the students. In the second semester, we have mostly elective courses. So in total, we offer 12 courses, and out of this 12, a student must take 5, so he or she needs to fulfill 25 credits. And additionally, we have again here a mentoring program which has 4 credit points. In the following semester, named the third semester, we have 2 mandatory classes, and the rest consists of the project work, which is kind of a small version of a master thesis. So the student have a scientific task which needs to work through the semester and write a report at the end, and he or she has to present or defend his report. And in the fourth semester, we have the master thesis. So this is fully devoted to research like master thesis. So it has to be, it needs to be nice or like research report. It needs to be written, and it has to be defended. So the requirements for our course for the enrollment is the good knowledge in mathematics and mechanics, And the student must have bachelor degree in civil engineering or a similar or a comparable degree. Of course, the ones who have a master degree, they can also apply for the program. And the language is English. The teaching language is English, and this English knowledge has to be through IELTS or TOEFL certificate proved, or if the student had his or her study in English, it's also accepted without any further certificates. In our state, the Zaxxon state, there is no any tuition fee, so the education is free. The admission deadline, so the documents must be submitted by the end of May, and the start of the master program is the 1st of October. So what documents need to be submitted? So we have the application form provided by UniAssist system, and then the academic degree, transcript, and proof of English need to be submitted. And then, of course, the motivation letter is required. And for the applicants who come from China, Vietnam, and India, they need an APS certificate. And our university offers some special services for administrative matters, accommodation, and German language courses. And another interesting topic, of course, the costs of living in Dresden. Compared to bigger cities like Berlin, Munich, or Stuttgart, Dresden is relatively cheaper. So to live in Dresden is relatively cheaper. So approximately 800 euros will be enough. So monthly expenses like accommodation, food, health insurance, and tuition fee. So that was the end of my presentation, and I will be happy to answer your questions afterwards. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you very much, Barish, for the presentation, all the details you provided to support you in the chat. Dear attendees, I already saw some inquiries about the presentation. So everybody, once again, you will receive a recap on Monday. Check that out. Before that, if you need more information about UniAssist as you're about to apply to this program, the link to more information about the UniAssist is in chat. And just as a reminder, don't wait until the very last moment, as the application deadline is 31st of May, and you need to make sure that you apply before that. Great. With this, then let me share my screen to give the virtual mic to Frankfurt University of Applied Sciences, from where we have Sabine Thomas. She also has a backup team here, and they will be presenting Master in Science Urban Agglomerations. Yeah, location as always is on the map, and Sabine will share much more details. And
welcome to Urban Agglomeration. So my name is Sabine Thomas. I'm from South Africa, and I'm a former graduate of Urban Agglomerations. And so I thought this would be what better way to tell you about the program from someone who did the program. And with me, I have 𝘗𝘯𝘪𝘉, who's actually doing the program right now. He'll be answering your questions as we go along. And so Urban Agglomerations, as Nina mentioned, is in Frankfurt and is part of the Frankfurt University of Applied Sciences. So the city, Frankfurt itself, has about more than 700,000 residents, about 1 million during the day. So it's a big city. It's the financial hub of Germany. So it's also very well connected. You can reach about every major German city within 4 to 5 hours by train. And we have the biggest airport. So there's about 60 million passengers, 60 million people who are passing through the airport on a regular basis. So it's quite a well-connected city. And also what is great about Frankfurt is that it's also very multicultural. So not only will you feel you'll feel sort of included, and it's one of those cities which, at least for me, I thought was quite wonderful because you get everything. You get all kinds of people here, and that's always a good thing, to always have different experiences and perspectives, and that's one of the cool things about being in Frankfurt. So the university itself has over 15,000 students, and we have students from over 121 nations. We also have a research basis where we have about 39 different research centers and about 253 professors. The university itself is located in the northern central part of Frankfurt, and it's made up of four different faculties. The Urban Agglomerations program itself covers sustainable urban planning, development management, and operations of cities in general. So if you want to learn how to make cities better, not just for now, but for the future, and sort of, contribute to the fight against climate change, then this is the program for you. It's fully in English. It's internationally oriented, meaning that we have students from all over the world. And that's one of the most interesting parts of this program, is that you get to hear perspectives and backgrounds, learn about backgrounds that you normally wouldn't be able to in a normal context. So you can learn from each other. It's one of those things where you really get to understand more about how to create a sustainable world for all of us. So this is one of the key things that I find to be very important about this program, is that it's very international, and it's really about something that's bigger than all of us. It helps you learn how to contribute into the bigger picture of making a sustainable world. Then the other great thing about this program is that we have an international exchange semester. So going off of the international perspectives that we find to be so important, we have one semester where you are able to go to any of our 20 partner universities, and you will spend time getting to know, sharing knowledge and exchanging perspectives there as well. And in terms of a career, you can find yourself in different kind of institutions, especially urban planning and regional departments, municipalities. You can also be part of national and international development corporations that contribute to the overall sustainability paradigm. You can also do consulting for companies, like from banks to different types of NGOs. You can do a lot with this degree, and you can also join research institutions. I'm a PhD student, and that's what I'm doing. So I'm in academia at the moment. So if that is also something that you would like to do, then you can join that as well. Then I'm going to give a little bit about the course and module overview. So this is a list of all the courses. It runs for 2 semesters. From the first semester, we cover topics relating to sustainable urban transport options, the cultural and the social perspectives of planning cities, how we manage and plan for land use for these cities. We also, embedded within the course, is an extra German language course, just to give you an extra boost so that you can start your German language learning as well here. And we also, in the second semester, have some infrastructure related courses and courses related to green and public spaces. And how it's arranged is that we first have the first semester, second semester. The third semester will be your international exchange course. Then the fourth semester will end off with the master's thesis colloquium. So in total, we have about 30 credits that you can earn for each semester. And this is how the course structure is arranged. Then we have our list of international exchange semester partner universities. So in Europe, we have some partnerships going with universities in Milan, in Malmö, Sweden, in Poland, in Turkey, in Norway, and Belgium and the Czech Republic as well. And then in Latin America, you also have the opportunity to go there in your third semester. You can go to Brazil, in Curitiba, in Rio, also in Chile, in Mexico, Costa Rica, in Peru. So we have a wide variety of courses, and could be very interesting if you want to have perspectives that you've never had before. And in terms of the other part of the world, we have Asia, we have Jordan, we have India, we also have Australia, and we have one partnership university in Africa as well. And then the last part, the fourth semester, will have your master's thesis, where you will pick a research topic, and you will have some time to create a thesis, and it will end off with a colloquium. And the research topic will be of your choosing. So this is where you test everything you've learned in the 3 semesters and see what you can do with it and bring your own original research. So the application process itself, we're looking for graduates who hold architecture degrees, civil engineering degrees, planning degrees, anything related to the built environment, surveying and real estate. We have quite flexible, and because this is such a big topic, sustainable development affects a lot of different things. We're looking for, it's a very interdisciplinary course, and so we are looking for all kinds of perspectives from different backgrounds. And we are looking for at least a professional experience of at least 1 year. That there is some tuition fees, so it's about 12,000 euros over 4 semesters. You can take longer if you would like to. And the program will start in October, and our application deadline is on May 1st. And we really hope you apply. And then in terms of application requirements, as I mentioned before, you have to have a first degree, bachelor's degree. You have to have professional experience. English language skill is needed because the whole program is in English. We need your CV as well to really understand your background, and a letter of motivation to really understand your motivation and your reasoning for applying for this program, and as well as a portfolio which needs to showcase your study or your practice projects within your professional background as well. And this is really just you can put your best foot forward, and we can see if your skills align with the program. And lastly, a letter of recommendation from a supervisor, from an employer, from a professor in academia. Those are the list of requirements for this program. And for the end of this presentation, I'd just like to play a video just to give you more of a snapshot of this program. And I'll do that now.
Welcome to the Frankfurt University of Applied Sciences, the home of the International Master's Program M.Sc in Urban Agglomerations. This program is tailored for graduates from a wide variety of backgrounds from all over the world, with urban planning related work experience, an interest in global urban issues, and a curiosity for scientific research.
We bring together the brightest minds to reflect towards today's pressing urban challenges related with climate change, sustainability, and the built environment. We want to provide students with the best tools and the brightest networks to reflect on how cities can develop for the future and to think about solutions that are with everybody and related and inclusive to all.
Urban Agglomerations provides a window into the world of cities and their most pressing problems. It's a strongly interdisciplinary program which gives students the knowledge of how to tackle those problems and to provide hope that they indeed can be tackled. We show not only how to stop bad planning and mobility practices, but also how to mend the damage that's already been done in cities.
I chose urban agglomeration as my master program because of the mix between local and global scale and because of the diversity of the subjects.
You get to meet so many different people from different parts of the world, and you get to learn so many new things, learn about different cultures and see different points of view from a lot of different people, and that to me helped me broaden my horizons and grow as a person and as a professional in the field of urban research.
I chose urban agglomerations simply because of the fact that solutions to some of the problems that we actually face in certain parts of the world are actually out there. It's just a matter of finding them and make them blend into the spaces that you actually live in.
When you talk to people from different educational backgrounds, it broadens your bandwidth. It actually gives you an opportunity to understand more and to analyze stuff at a different angle. And in our program, we focus a lot on sustainable approach towards, how to design cities and how to have sustainable cities.
The most significant life lesson that I had from the master was that every culture has something to give to the world. Every culture is different and we all have something important. So you have to be open-minded and accept the other perspectives of people into your lives and into your work.
The master program Urban Agglomerations provides you with excellent competencies for your future career as decision makers in multidisciplinary urban contexts. Join us here in Frankfurt, in Germany, in the center of Europe, in unlocking solutions for sustainable urban future.
Okay, so just on that note, I want to share with you contact details. Our program coordinator, Anna Milan. All your questions and queries can be directed to her. And then, of course, you can also contact our student assistant, 𝘱𝘬𝘳𝘵𝘪𝘚, for any more queries or any more questions. And I thank you for your time, and I really hope that you apply for urban agglomeration. Thank you.
Thank you so much. It was really interesting, and thank you very much for sharing all the details. Also, contact information. Actually, it's always nice to have a perspective from alumni and also current student. And yeah, I believe there are also some questions for both the programs that were presented already, which we will address in 15 minutes around. And before that, the contact details from Anna Madeleine is also in chat to attendees. In case you want to quickly copy it, feel free to do so. Now I give the mic to Manmeet Singh from Leibniz Universität Hannover, who will be talking about a very new program, AI-driven mechatronics and robotics. A very interesting one as well. Don't forget the application deadline is approaching 31st of May, and the mic is yours.
Yeah, thanks a lot, and hello everyone. Wait, let's share a screen if it works. Just wait a minute. I think now everyone should be able to see the screen. Yeah, hi. So I'm Manmeet. We have a new program now. I mean, last week I was here with another program, and now we are coming up with a new program, AI-driven mechatronics and robotics, lead the road. So that's the title. So today on this presentation, I will just go through a very journal about our city, Hannover, and about the university profile campus, and we will discuss a bit of the study program, and also what are our admission requirements and information regarding that. Talking about Hannover, it is known as a city of trade fairs. It's also the most greenery city and also UNESCO City of Music. We have the biggest city forest that's like almost 2 times the central New York Park, and it's also known as an international city. So it's like you do not get bored in that city. It's a very good city and also well known as a student city. Who I am? So I work in a dean office at the Faculty of Mechanical Engineering, and I'm responsible for the number of study programs. So this is my contact number and also the mail in case if you want to contact me. Moving to the Leibniz University profile. So Leibniz University is one of the TU9 universities. So there's a group of technical universities in Germany, and Leibniz University is one of them. We have over 29,000 students from around 119 countries, and we have over 150 different institutes working and researching in different on different profiles. So this is our main campus. It looks like a palace because actually it was built as a palace but never used in. We also have the most modern mechanical campus in the whole Germany. It's a newly built campus. It was opened in 2021. So we have a campus, and the opposite of campus, we have our own production center where we have 21 different institutes working and researching in the field of mechanical and also mechatronics. I brought some of the pictures with myself. Like what do they all have in common? I think it's not too tough to see. That first one is the hot topic at this time, that's the humanoids. Second one is a chip which a competitor from a Neuralink used to diagnose the signals that are going through our brain. The third one is the logistic autonomous system which works in various logistic houses. And the fourth one is also interesting. It's also newly into the industry to support the workers when it comes to some heavy work arm duties. I had an opportunity to bring something from our research field. That's what does this video shows. Although it looks like a small pixelated something, it is actually the image of our thoughts going in the brain, which was recorded by this small chip in the second picture. It's very interesting to see how the thoughts really look like in a picture. So that's also one of the application which is at this moment being researched in the field of mechatronics and robotics. So now let's look a bit into our study program. You will find a number of QR codes in the presentation. If you want, you can scan it, or later on when the presentations will be made available, you will scan it and you will be directly redirected to the course website. So we have under the title Mechatronics and Robotics 2 different programs. One is Mechatronic and Robotics, which is a German taught program. And then we have an English taught master program, which is AI-driven Mechatronics and Robotics. So today we will talk about the English taught program. So these are the 3 different types of curriculums, which we will be discussing in detail. So almost this whole curriculum are same. The only thing which differ is in 3rd semester, you have an option to choose between student research project or project work, or we have our accelerators modules. So just going through the compulsory modules. So we have 20 credit points of compulsory modules, which are the basics, robotics. Then we have data AI-driven methods in engineering and data learning based control. So they set a base for you to have a good start in a master's. Along with that, we know that later, if we want to prepare our students for an industry, we need to teach them also a bit of German language. So that's why we have one compulsory courses, which where you can have the German language courses. So it is like we at the University of Leibniz University, we have our own language school. So you write a test. Based on the test, a level will be decided in which level of a German language you will be admitted to. Then we also have a compulsory elective modules. So it will be like 20 credit points. So there is a list of compulsory elective modules. And out of this list, you can choose any 4 of the modules. Similarly, we have 4 elective modules that also consist in 20 credit points. So again, we have a list of like a completely elective modules where you are free to choose 20 credit points. So the thing is that in a master program, so mostly applicants, mostly students, they start building their profile based on in which field they want to go, or in which industry they want to go, in which research field they want to go. So that's why you always have an option to choose the modules which you want to take in. So moving to the 3rd and 4th semester, so we have internship, and then we have student research project for 10 credit points. So in internship, you have an option. Either you can do it for 12 weeks or you do it for 16 weeks. So if you are doing for a 12 weeks internship, then there is an option to do the Studium Generale for 5 credit points. So this is a very unique module which we have at the Leibniz University. So the goal of this module is that you as a student have an option to attend any course in the Leibniz University. So we offer like 30,000 courses almost near about. So you can also go where you say that, okay, I find this one course from the Faculty of Law very interesting. Just for example, law for engineers, right? So you have an option to attend that course, and that course can be attended under Studium Generale. So it gives you a flexibility to see what is going in other faculty, right? So then we have the project work. So that's the second variant of the curriculum, where you, instead of doing student research project, you do the project work. Then we also have the third one, where our accelerators modules are. So it's like a practical technologies for startups and also engineering innovations. So these are more like a modules which will prepare you for the industry, or like we have one part of industry which is more into consultations or more into a startups. So these are the modules which will be help you to build a profile in that direction. Yeah, and at the end of the masters, we have a master thesis for 30 credit points. Yeah, so here's just a small list. It's not a complete list, but I just brought some of the compulsory elective modules. So we have sustainability assessment, introduction to mechanical vibration. Then we also have micro nanosystem, robotics to artificial intelligence, nonlinear control, electrical machines and drives. So these are just some of them. So there is a big list which you will get to know more on the course website. So here is a small list also from electives. So here you can see we have advanced modules in artificial intelligence too. Also auto ML lab, we have project-based machine learning. We also have computational argumentation, data science foundation. So we have an option where you really build your profile as a mechatronic engineer for the different industries. We also have different students groups. So we have AK Flieg. So that's the students who build us the Flieger, so like a flying small airplane, you can say it, or a gliders. So it's a student-based group who build up, they have their own workshops. And in case if you're a student of Leibniz, you can also fly with them. Then we also have a horsepower. So horsepower is our own formula team. So we have like, similarly to the Formula One, there is always a university-based formula run. So we have our team, it's called Horsepower. So every year they make a new car. I think this one on the left side, which you are saying, that was made last year, 2024. And the one on the other side, that was made, I think, 2019, if I'm not wrong. So this whole team is run by students. The cars are made by students. So you always have an option to apply to be in that team. We also have 𝘱𝘢𝘵𝘯𝘪𝘈 boats. I think you also saw those small robots playing football in the video. So these are also a group of students who made this autonomous robots. And then they go in the worldwide in the competitions. In 2021, they were a runner-up in a worldwide autonomous robot football championship. It was in Indonesia, I think so. And in 2022, I think they were the runner-up again. Yeah, so it's a really good group of students. So basically everything that they learn theoretically, they learn also hands-on while making such good stuff. So that's also a picture from 𝘱𝘢𝘵𝘯𝘪𝘈 boats. Yeah, coming to the main point, what are our admission requirements? So you need a bachelor in engineering with a minimum of 180 credit points. Then you need a C1 language proficiency that in English. So if you have your bachelor in English or your schooling in English, still you need to provide us a language certificate with a C1 proficiency. Only exception is made for the students whose mother tongue is English, not the national language, but the mother tongue is English. Yeah, and these are the admission requirements. Like if you have in your bachelor 20 credits in the field of electronics, 15 credits in the field of technical mechanics, 15 in mathematics, and 10 in control technology. So then you will be admitted to the to this course. So it's a non-NC course, so it's not like based on your grade or cutoffs. You just need to fulfill the credit requirements. Application period. So there are 2 application period for winter semester. It will be starting soon on 15th of April till 31st of May. And for the summer semester, we have 15th of October to 30th of November. So you need so you apply directly on a university portal, but you need a VPD from a UniAssist. So the UniAssist VPD, you can be apply at any time over the year. And you need a very general master VPD for Leibniz University. Yeah, so we do not have any tuition fee, so because it's a public institution, but we have a semester fees which is 402 euros, including Deutschland ticket. So that's a ticket on which you can travel whole Germany on a train free of cost. So that's, at the end of the day, it's almost free. Yeah, so if you have more questions, so here's the email address, you can always reach us. I think when you scan the QR code, it will save as the contact in your phone, so you can always write your queries. And at the end, this is a very small video. I think if you are following the research in the field of mechatronics, so this is a research project from the Apple explaining that there are 2 types of robots. One is functional robot, one is expressive robot, because as a human, we need emotions. So it's more of like a research done. What is more important, to have an expressive robot or just have a functional robot? It's a very beautiful video. If you will search on a YouTube, you will find it very easily. Yeah, and yeah, with that, thanks a lot. And if you have questions, I'm open to it.
Thank you very much, Mehmet, for the introduction of this new course. I think it was really interesting, and I can also guess it from the questions. Dear panelists, thank you very much for taking questions in written. I see answers from Professor Kaliske and also from Varish. So thank you very much for your support in this regard as well. Now, since we have time for the live Q&A, let us still voice some of the questions that were already answered. Maybe it could be also interesting for other participants. First, I see a question for Sabena. I think you already answered it with your presentation about the recommendation letter, but maybe the person joined us late. Could you please repeat, do you require it specifically from academic staff or employee?
So the recommendation letter can be from academia, or it can be from your employer, depending on which field you're in. If you're in academia, from a supervisor, and if you're working from your employer.
Mm-hmm. Thank you so much. And also, I think you mentioned you need a work experience of 1 year. Do you have specific guidelines in this regard? What position should be acquired, or can it be also with pauses, maybe internships count, or like how strict is it?
Internships definitely count. So it's just a matter of whether you're in a professional environment and you're able to gain professional experience. So it doesn't matter in what form that comes in. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Thank you so much. Maybe we can take a question that was already answered. It was to Barish, and Professor Kaliske mentioned it. The person was worried about pre-knowledge of ANSYS, abacus, or LSDYNA. Okay, you can guess I'm not from the field, but I just read out your question. So people don't need the experience. Could you please also mention what expectations in terms of knowledge you have, so that they are not worried and can really apply?
So, yeah, or Professor Kreske.
I can start maybe giving some answers. I mean, the question was with respect to commercial software. We do not expect anything as background with respect to commercial software. That's absolutely not required. Our goal within the program is to introduce the finite element method from a basic scientific background, and we teach the background of the method. That's exactly what we do, and we expect good knowledge in mathematics and mechanics. That's required in order to be able to follow the program in a successful manner.
Thank you. Manmet, there were two questions for you. First is how much programming and AI expertise is required upfront, and how quickly can I adapt if I come from a predominantly structural or construction engineering background? This is the question for Manmet. Thank you.
So the programming and AI expertise, we do not expect much from the students. We expect that, okay, if you knew any language to program, so we can teach you a new. So that's because you know the basic structure, how the language works, and how quickly you can adapt coming from a structural and construction engineering background. As I showed, the course's requirement, if you are fulfilling that, I think you will be admitted to the course, and I think it's not too tough to adopt a new field if you really put the efforts. There's always an option to start something new in a life, you know. Yeah, thank you.
Of course. Thank you. Another question for you was, do you have support and resources available if I struggle with the AI or programming heavy courses? I struggled earlier, to be precise.
Yeah, we have actually in the university, the courses are built in such a way. For every courses you have the exercises, and then you have the tutorials, and along with that there are also tutorials specifically for the programming, like we have introduction to MATLAB, introduction to Python, so such basic courses we also have where it's always there to support the students, and there are also some tutorials which are given by not only the teaching staff, but also from the students from a higher semester for the normal students, so that there's always a support there for our students. Yeah.
Thank you. Another question is about the application. So it was already mentioned how you do it, but let's just once again recap as application deadline, and is it fully online, or do you need papers to be sent also? Maybe let's start with Barish or Professor Kaliski. I don't know, whoever wants to take this one.
Yeah,
so the application is online through the UniAssist system. All documents need to be uploaded, and then the applicants get approval whether all documents that are uploaded are fine, or some further documents are needed. And once the applicants receive this the message that everything is fine, then the rest is just to wait for the evaluation result.
Great, thank you. Sabina?
The application is fully online via our Competence Campus website. And so you submit the documents there and you finish the process via the website.
And deadline is also in May, I guess, 1st, or?
May 1st, yes, that's correct.
May 1st, yeah. And Manmed, you just mentioned it, that's why I started in a bigger round.
Everything good. So in the Leibniz University, we have the university portal where you upload all your documents. The only thing you need for a UniAssist is this VPD document, so that you can get anytime. And you upload that along with your document to the university portal, and the deadline is 31st of May. And the admission letters will be out somewhere end of June, so that you have enough time to organize your visa and traveling, everything. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. Also to give some spicy here for Hanover, in case since you need VPD, please take into account that you need to apply next week latest. But maybe not next week, but very, very early, because for VPD you need to wait for 6 weeks around to be issued from Uniassist. Therefore, you need to have the VPD available before the application deadline. However, the VPD is available. Sorry?
Just a small thing there, that if you have applied for a VPD, you get a mail from Uniassist. You can apply that to the university, like stating that your VPD will be coming later.
Okay.
But you have to submit a VPD later. Yeah.
This is really important, because once you apply, then you will have the VPD, and then you can already start the process, so you don't have to wait. But still for all programs, you need to apply as early as possible, also so that you can already start arranging your visa issues in case you need to apply for one. Another question, which we can also take for all programs, is how competitive are the application process? Is the application process, and how many students do you take? Let's start with, I don't know, Professor Kaliske or Boris again.
Yeah, we are usually starting around with 50 students, and we look carefully, that's what I mentioned already, into the knowledge and background in mathematics and mechanics, and that gives us a good means in order to look really for the ideal students who are fitting well into the program and to be successful. And what is really interesting, the success rate is really high of these students. It's about 80 to 90% at the end. So we are quite happy with our batches we are having all over the years. And that's working really very well. And what might be interesting as well, we had a survey recently asking who is still working now in Germany, who is staying in Germany, even though the course is fully taught in English. The students, and we recommend that, learn German in parallel. And we got the feedback that 75% of our graduates work in Germany at the end. So we are very pleased with that result, and that the students are happy to be in Germany. So we are really looking forward to receive new ones who would like to join that path.
Thank you. That's a really nice and good insight to have. Sabina?
I think Boris can take that question because he's involved in a lot of the
So hey guys, I usually kind of mess with the admission and the applications as well. Usually we do get like we do the admissions for the winter semester by October, and like you come through to the university by October. The classes we usually get around I think 30 to 40 applications, but not many make it to class, depending on the experience, the field they work in, and everything is considered into it. And I think the deadline would be, if I may just take a second, I can give you the deadlines as well. Should be 15th September for international students, and for EU students would be the 15th of June. So yeah, it's quite close for EU students, basically. Pretty much in our class, the class strength would be around 15 to 20. It's the normal amount, depends on how we deal with the applications. But yeah, hopefully, this helped.
So just to clarify, it's May 1st for international students, and September 15th for EU residents. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, you just
flipped that probably.
Yeah.
All good, all good. Thank you for the insight. And Manmeet, how many students do you plan to take? Because it's a very first batch will be, I guess.
So we have the German program actually running for years. So as we are non-NC, so it's like a free open program, but everyone who fulfill our credit condition, they get her admission. I can just say in our German program, we every semester we end up with 100 and 150 students. So I mean, let's see how many we get in the English batch. I'd always say it's always good if anyone fulfilling that conditions, which I told before. Yeah.
Great.